I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuit, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have 2 teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Panthers going up against the Seahawks.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carry for Christian McCaffrey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock. You control the ball. and that way you often control the game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. To throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First down, this is McCaffrey, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What a great play and tackle. As a strong safety, you know what you're taught? That you are a hybrid player. You've got to be able to play the pass back deep, but especially the run up close, almost like a linebacker. And on that play, he took care of every responsibility.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. They go play action here on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. This one away by the punter, Dar. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Look at the spin. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On play action, they'll throw. Man open left side is Brown. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll set up to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Off the bootleg, Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Fighting through. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the... He's got a man. Complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
throw now on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is right through. Gano out to kick this one away. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive line.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now they try the right side here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't it?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zipped on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, nice move. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. As they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So they're operating in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say,
oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And some space here. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football.